go back there and pick them kids up. Some of the parents say, I don't know, I want my kid to get on that bus or not. I'm coming in that bitch with that bitch to the bottom. I burned up about 2 tanks of gas a day. They fucked up when they told me, said, wherever you go, you take the bus with you. Shit, I be all on the block and everything, motherfucker. You know, wherever I get in with some gas on them, I got that radio up there on the ass, thumping, huh?
Spit hot fire. Y'all seen that fire? This Should Stop podcast. THISYOURSTOP podcast. Search it just like that on all social media platforms, but especially YouTube. Please like and subscribe. It is free. I swear to God. I'm Machine Gun Johnny, Johnny Tsunami, Johnny Winfrey, Johnny Donahue. Pick one. And
you already know what it is and who it is. You know the sound of the voice. The boys in the building. You already know. BostonCraft617 @gmail.com. Look it up. Subscribe to niggas on YouTube. Subscribe on Facebook. Subscribe on Instagram. By the time y'all see it, everything should be up and running. And a lot of people stop by the site. You know what I'm saying? Show us some love. Is thisshitstop.com. We about to try to put some merch on there within like the next couple weeks. So everybody stay in tune, stay informed of what we got going on. Because we got a couple things coming down the chute. So, you know, stay on point. Boston Legends coming at y'all soon. That's going to be a new series I'm putting together. Just acknowledging the old legends that came before me. Some that came with me. Some that came after me. So, you know, just look out. It's going to be... First season probably just be Boston, but after that we all gonna be reaching out, you know, all across Mass, Brockton, Springfield, Worcester. Stand up, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real niggas from everywhere, you know, Stoughton, Milton, you know what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers around everywhere, Norwood, you know what I'm saying? We see everybody coming in, you know. We not trying to just make it a Boston thing, we trying to make it a Massachusetts thing, you know what I'm saying? So stick with us, ride with us. We here for the long haul, we not here for a second. So, you know, you might as well strap in and get prepared for this shit, because this shit's about to be coming non-stop.
You said a long time and a good time, huh?
You dig?
Let's start off where you just said Boston and Mass. Keep your eyes open. BOLO, be on the lookout. There's a missing woman. She's 38 years old. Her name is Dolly. I'm sorry, mispronounced her last name, Thapa. She's been missing since the 12th of September. Police have released an image of her car. They say she could be in a '02 light gray Lexus. Plate 198. A as in apple. N as in no way. 3 as in threes. She's been missing for a while. Just keep on the lookout whether or not you mess with the boys, but we got a missing woman, so please.
Word, and this ain't no, you know, telling shit. This ain't no asking for nobody to hit no tip line or nothing. It's just asking motherfuckers to be informed, and this shit's for the community. Niggas need to start standing up for their own community. Shit like that, you know, kids getting taken and women getting taken. That's something niggas need to be on the lookout for. That shit's been happening a lot in Boston, especially downtown Boston. We all know women coming up kidnapped, women coming up dead a couple days later, and that shit's crazy. That's some shit that I don't see. So definitely when it come to shit like that, we gonna be giving y'all information, trying to keep motherfuckers informed what's going on, because shit like that need to be a community thing also.
Another piece of info is that she may or may not have been missing from Dorchester, but they say she's from the Wellesley area. Something else to keep in mind.
Wow, and to niggas, man, that feel that strong, I don't know what niggas go to, because I'm not one of them dudes, but that kidnapping women, man, and really killing women, that shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand sometimes shit get crazy. You know, you might have to discipline your woman. But to really just be in the club and snatching a woman, or you really see a woman's like overly drunk, and to not get her to safety but then put her in a worse situation, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I think even with the clubbing shit, niggas need to keep their eyes out. You see a woman too saucy, not even just a woman, you see a man too saucy, motherfucker should be helped. Shouldn't let a motherfucker drive. If you have the time, try to drop a motherfucker off.
Call a cab, Uber.
Like, do the same shit that you would want done if it was you in a bad situation, to where you overly drunk, everybody in the club, you the only one outside. Do the right thing, like, you know, and that's the crazy shit now, because now it's like we got Ubers, so you could just hit a motherfucker Uber, have it grab them right there where they at, take their ass home. And I think, like, yo, we all need to do our due diligence on that, because that shit is crazy how many under 30 females done got kidnapped from downtown Boston and took on a highway. I think one went to New
gosh,
York, one was
so
like
sad.
Rhode Island.
One made it down south.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Like, if a woman ain't feeling you, back the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It's like all you could do is spit your game, and I always feel you could spit your game for 3 motherfucking hours, but I don't feel you should touch that woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, spit your game. I don't care if you feel, yo, I'm gonna follow this bitch around the club and really just be in her ear and let her know I'm the one for. I can respect that. If you want to be aggravating, do it. But you to grab a female and force her and all, that's like out of line.
People's space, period.
You know what I'm saying?
Anywho, that just gave me the heebie-jeebies.
And shout out to the nigga. Oh man, niggas was just at the joint last night. Some young girl was in there. Somebody lifted her skirt up. You know what I'm saying? And her peoples was about to go ape shit. And not only that, I was telling niggas that niggas joint, niggas should be highly on that. That's like some creep pedophile shit. You really lifting any female dresser, and then on top of that, a young female you see enjoying herself. And one thing I be telling people, yo, you don't know who people you violate.
I tell you what.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people be thinking these women is just women and they out. You got to think a woman got a brother, father, uncles. Everybody have people that love them.
That's interesting you brought that up, because no one should be violating anybody. It's a shame that it has to come to, well, you know, she's got a brother or she got a daddy. It should not come to that. But if that's what moves you and that helps you not to violate people, that's so disgusting. But think about that. Whatever it takes to leave people the hell alone, do that.
And for all you dudes that be doing that shit like downtown Boston, you don't have to do that. You can hit a service. It is a bitch that will come to you willingly.
You know why that doesn't work?
Spend that $300 to $500.
Do you know why that's not the issue? Is because it's about control and being a creep.
And this is what I'm trying to tell you. I said spend $300 to $500. If you was to spend $1,000 to $1,500, maybe $1,500 to $2 racks, the bitch will let you be a creep. You can be a creep.
I understand that.
Listen what I'm saying.
Okay.
Some women will let you choke them out, grab them. Yo, let's go.
But if I have to pay you to do it, that takes away the power of the pervert.
Nah, pay her and do the shit next week. You know what I want you to do? I'm going to give you all the money. Go get drunk downtown. I'm going to see you downtown. Pull up on, but I done already paid you $5,000 for this shit. And that's just my thinking, if you really feel that much, because you have to do it. I don't know what a person thinks.
I was about to say, well, you're able-minded, so you can't, but
that's what I'm trying to say. When you're not stable-minded, then hit a service. And I can guarantee you, most services, there's everything you're looking for.
But that's not what the creep is looking for. He's looking to take it. He don't want to pay for it and take it.
I understand that. But this is what I'm telling. If you can't curve something, you got to start having a solution. You just can't say, okay, it can't happen. What about when it do happen? That's what I'm saying. Okay, now a solution. Hit a service. There is everything you want on a service. I agree with that.
I'm not saying don't participate. I mean,
no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying in general, of if we have a situation where we can't do nothing about it, then why not try to get something that curve it? It might not be what you want, but shit, you still get to live out however you wanted to live out this fantasy. Then to really go out and hurt a woman. There's some women you can pay to hurt. You give a bitch 10,000 to do something.
Okay, Dubai.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard they be doing that Biggie over there.
But
Y'all
they
know what I
probably
mean.
Be what's her name in those? They probably be paying like,
oh, they pay top dollar.
150, 200,000. Like shit, nigga. I don't
Let
give
me
a
shit
fuck.
on you on the yacht.
Nigga, if you was my motherfucking wife, you better go and let that nigga shit on you, nigga. That nigga got 200,000-300,000, nigga. Run that. Put that shit dead in my account, and then we gonna make them pay for everything, and we gonna move from there. Don't give a fuck about that shit.
People always say what they would have did until it gets in your lap.
Man, listen, man.
People, had it been me, let it be me. Until someone really Abu Dhabi hit you up like, yo, I want your wife. I just want to.
If a motherfucker know me, then a motherfucker know I ain't bullshit. That's one thing I can tell you. If a motherfucker know me personally, then you know she going. She on the first motherfucking red eye smoking. No bullshit. Smoking. Where we gassing this jet at?
In the air?
Yeah, fuck shit. Nigga.
Gas up in the air.
That red eye. Jump on the red eye, nigga. Red eye, have it in a couple hours and, you know what I'm saying? Pop off. Treat my bitch good, though. Even after you shit on my bitch, treat my bitch good.
Aftercare is important.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't treat her fucked up. And out there in Dubai, I doubt they do that shit. They probably fuck with a bitch more. What else you got going on? Let me put you on to my uncle and shit.
Prince Akeem.
That's official.
Anywho, enough about shitting on people. Literally and figuratively. So there's a video going around of a older gentleman. I don't want to speculate, but I'm going to. He looked about in his 40s, maybe. Young fella might have been late teens, early 20s. The video picks up. They both have boxing gloves. Someone's recording. Big man says, "Put your dukes up, you little disrespectful ass little boy." As soon as he got within arm's length, he floored that young man. I'm talking about floored. They had on boxing gloves. I'll put that out there again. Now, we always say about keeping the young people in check, but how far is too far? And is there any circumstance where that would be okay to you and you?
I think it's definitely acceptable. You know, it's like little Dre living on his own, having his own crib. An old head live next door. Maybe they be having words, you know what I'm saying? They be having words for like a month. You know what I'm saying? And the old head like, yo, put some gloves on, and Dre failed to put the gloves on. So with the price of chicken is.
What? You know you getting old when you just start saying shit that makes sense, but where did that come from? But to put it out there to the people, your son is an adult. Now, is there an age gap where it's unacceptable?
The only thing I didn't like, the thing I would hope, the way from his fighting stance, I would just hope that kid was over 18 at least. I feel like under 18, yo, go speak to somebody. Over 18, you had a right to watch them, especially if you have the respect, the love, and compassion to say, yo, put some gloves on. Because a lot of niggas don't do that. We know that. A lot of motherfuckers
That's
just
where
really
I'm on the fence with
off.
it, and that's why I was asking, is there a point where it's unacceptable? Because he told him to put his gloves on. He didn't just try to shoot him, stab him.
When I first seen it, when she admitted it was like, I seen it, I was like, damn, yo, that shit kind of fucked up, because if you a motherfucker that just been around, you could tell from OG stance, he knew how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell, even if he trained, whatever, you could tell he really knew what he was doing. That's why it was a one-hitter quitter. He already had his whole plan. I'm going to knock this little nigga head off.
He gave him a body and a head.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that, I feel with, if you a motherfucker that trained to fight, no, you shouldn't be in the streets, like, really asking nobody for the ones. You should really be a motherfucker on defense, playing the...
Anybody or a young person?
No, anybody that really trains to fight.
No, I'm saying, so the old fella...
even if the young nigga, say it was vice versa, say the young boy trained to fight, I don't think he should have fought the older dude. Like, when you training, that's damn near
deadly
close
weapons.
to, like, professional. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand. I tell people, yo, you can fight with people, but for a fact, fight a motherfucker that be training. I ain't even talking about fight a motherfucker that be fighting. Fight a motherfucker that been training for a year. I guarantee you them hands is different. Blocks is different. And 9 out of 10, if a motherfucker train for a year and you a person that don't train, they gonna do the same exact thing homie did. That shit just, I'm putting them down.
Quickly.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think when it comes to that, if you a motherfucker that train now, you shouldn't be out here really mixing it up with niggas unless you have to.
I'm about to say unless you need to.
I feel like a motherfucker that know how to fight, if a person don't throw a blow, you should give 2 warnings. Yo, chill, this ain't. And a young nigga to an older nigga to a younger nigga. But if all else fail, I'd rather see that. I'd rather see a motherfucker throw some gloves on.
Yeah, he seemed like a young cat, but not young enough to be like, yo, go get your father, you know?
But it had to be more to the story, because for one, you can see as soon as it come on, he's like, yo, you a disrespectful little motherfucker. So you know that probably wasn't that day. Mm-hmm. That had to be son, and we don't know. Shit, that could have been his son.
I'm about to say it could have been his uncle.
Right, it could have been his nephew. Yo, yeah, you just been running your fucking, you know what I'm saying? And I feel, shit, now I'm thinking about it. I be wanting to tell Lil Drake, nigga, go
Glove
get
up.
the gloves, nigga. No bullshit. I was just thinking about it, man. That might be the new shit. Real shit. Glove up. I might have to glove up with, damn, nigga, all these niggas. Yeah. And I'm willing to take an ass whooping from my son.
I was about to say now, your son, he's an adult, but you're well seasoned. So now does that become unfair? Maybe you didn't train in the gym, but you're seasoned.
Just being 100, me just going off the top, you never know how nobody feel on some serious shit. I don't even think my son would do it.
Shit, no.
My youngest son, he'd try it. That nigga might come home and be like, glove up, dad.
Tell you,
no bullshit. Dad. Yo, go get the gloves. I'm about to knock his old ass out. This nigga be drinking, smoking, nigga, I'm fresh on. Because if he do, he better catch me fresh on. He better catch me within his 30 days. Because after that, he's on the same shit I'm on. So it's a fair fight. That nigga smoking and drinking and moving. But, I do think if, even with your kid over 21, y'all should be able to tell each other to glove up. Like, your kid should be able to come to you and be like, yo, you know, that was out of line what you did, and, you know, I feel this way, man, glove up.
Damn, what happened to best of 7, 21, half court? Why we got to glove up?
Because sometimes that be wanting to get the, you know, the frustration out. Wow, no bullshit, because me and Doa have to glove up. Me and Tank might have to glove up. Shit, me and my mother might have to glove up.
She will. That's a formidable opponent, because you're not playing with her.
Head naked.
You are not about to play with
no
Mama
bullshit.
D.
And I probably just would then I would probably play Floyd Mayweather and then just block all her shit, show her she can never hit me. I'll probably just dance all that shit, never throw a blow, because that's what Floyd do. Mm-hmm. He just make sure you can't hit him, and he ain't gonna hit you neither. But I do think that shit's cool, especially like as older dudes, you should be able to teach dudes a lesson. If you see you can't teach them, then you should reach them.
Yo, you got all the hot fire tonight.
No bullshit. If you can't teach them, then reach them.
Get in that booth over there. Y'all can't see, but it's a booth. Turn my motherfucking mic up. Speaking of kids, I'm gonna go to kids getting injured in sports. Now, I don't have any children. Y'all know Auntie don't have nobody's kids, honey. But you do. Now, how do you feel about letting your children or putting your children in organized physical sports?
When I was younger, I was for it. I used to really wish like one of them niggas fucked with like football or basketball, because I always wanted to be like that pops on the sideline talking shit, kicking the trash. What the fuck you know what I'm saying?
Getting kicked out.
But especially looking at these young boys when it's coming to football, that shit's really getting fucked up. The kid that got paralyzed last week, that was fucked up.
That was hockey, right?
I think it was hockey too. That was crazy, and I think they was having a game actually too when it happened. He ended up getting hit the wrong way, and I think he's paralyzed. Yeah, I think he's paralyzed. And then the kid today with the football game, where was that at?
Oh, I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Was it Milton?
Somewhere right outside Boston proper. So
But nah, that's
close to
definitely
home.
crazy. And I seen they had a big like celebration for the kid that got paralyzed. And I was saying that would have been something that I felt I should have stepped to, and if me and Lil Dre was kicking it to bring the kids out to shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Just to show solidarity, you know what I'm saying? Because that type of shit, kids getting injured, it's always fucked up. And me to have kids, I always think about that shit like, what if my kid get injured? You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, like I said, TT stuff don't have none, but I always think about it because
Or nephew or niece.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I love sports so much. It makes me even double think about how much of a sports fanatic I am, because I don't even know if I would want to see my kids play sports or my nieces and nephews because of these kids getting hurt. But then do you shelter them from everything? It's like a hard line.
Nah, I mean, definitely your kid play sports, it's something that you got to talk to them about, and you got to take the risk. And that's why I feel now, knowing what we know about, like, especially the NFL, you got to make like your first 4 years, them hot years, get that bread, get the fuck out.
Get out.
And that's why I seen, then they was just mad at somebody retiring young because he was young as shit, and he was like, nah, I'm cool.
Quite a few of them do it because they want to get they scratch and get out before their brains become mush.
Yeah, like, because we never know, but shout out to Aaron Hernandez's family, and the family of
Odin Lloyd,
you know what I'm saying?
Brother.
Another dude that got hurt in this situation, but look at his brain, and you really wouldn't want your shit cooked like that at 28. He was young as shit. He wasn't even like 38.
But what's even more wild about that is you don't know what hit it's going to be that turns you over the edge. So there's something else you got to think about.
But then they said with him, it was over time. And the thing with him, he played from middle school?
Played from a kid.
Yeah, so it's like, think about how many times just getting hit. And when
we have our kids playing Pop Warner. He played from that young.
Those positions like
tight end,
wide receiver, you're going to be getting hit a
smacked.
lot. Because that ball's coming to you if you nice. So you have to think about that. And look how nice Aaron really was. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's definitely something now that need to be talked about. Maybe equipment can be upgraded. You know what I'm saying? Seeing that the sport's been upgraded, you know what I'm saying? So upgrade the equipment. You should really be, and the NFL definitely got it to invest in top of the line equipment, better helmet, you know what I'm saying? To where the whole joint is just
like
soft
no space
inside, you know what I'm saying?
in between your neck and your pads.
Right.
I see a lot of guys wear their pads higher, and then they have like the back brace. It must be uncomfortable, but better safe than sorry.
Defensive linemen when they be having that. I know what you're talking about. Nah, but definitely, and shout out to both families. The kid that was hurt tonight, I want to say it was Milton, and I know the other kid that got paralyzed. That was hockey. Shout out to both families, because that right there is like crazy. And it was Northeast Metro West Tech football player. So you know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to that, and shout out to everybody out there that's really, investing their time and they skill to these sports. You know what I'm saying? That's something that need to be big, and especially these kids that's young, because they trying to get somewhere with it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be thinking when they playing NFL or professional hockey league, professional tennis, whatever it is.
Really and truly. So sad. Where you want to go next? We got so much.
Nah, but something off. Oh no, because I don't think you said you seen it. Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali.
Oh, that movie. I think it's One Night in Miami. Is that what you're talking about? Oh,
they got a like a kind of like a biography. It's with both of their kids speaking.
Oh.
Like
Oh.
Ali kids speaking, Malcolm X kids is speaking. They talking about like from when they met, you know what I'm saying, and as time
The
went
two
on,
families.
how they got close, and you know, Malcolm's daughter saying that Malcolm wasn't like a open door person, so for you to come to his crib or him to come to your crib, he really rocked with you. Like he wasn't that person to invite you in his home. You know
For
what I'm saying?
sure.
But looking at the joint, one thing I want everybody to watch it if you see it. At some point we'll chop it up about it. I'll let her look at it. We'll all sit down and come together and chop it up. But what it made me sing was that Malcolm X damn near might have been more powerful than Elijah Muhammad at some point. And I think Elijah Muhammad knew that shit.
Yeah, that's why I don't want nobody coming after me or whatever, but that's why things happened the way they did.
Nah, shout
That
out to the NOI, you know what I'm saying?
That was a big riff.
Shout out to them brothers. Like, that's definitely a religion, a system that I believe in. I always said if I was anything, it would be a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? I felt like
Muslim or Nation of Islam, those are two different things.
I always just said it'd be a Muslim. I've always been split in half if to be like a Sunni Muslim or a Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying? Because I like both. You know what I'm saying? I have a admiration for both of them joints. You know what I'm saying? I've read so much about Sunni Muslims, and one thing I like about the nation is that it's black. They represent black. They push black. You know what I'm saying? In the structure, I think the structure is very tight. Like, for you to even be in the Nation of Islam, like, it's a tight structure. It just ain't loose. You can't just, it's very rare you meet a Nation of Islam dude and he drinking with you or he blowing with you. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely believe in that. But my one thing that always been my strike with them, and that's something we could go into another time, is that them sticking up for all black people. That always been my biggest thing. And I even think, looking at that, it showed me Malcolm was starting to feel like that. Like the freedom movement was it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was bigger than just like us black people that's just all in here. It's all of us. Malcolm started seeing like motherfuckers getting hurt and being, nah, we gotta hurt them back. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he was like, yo, man, you know, the chickens came home to roost.
Child.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was a read.
And that was crazy. And that was national TV, like, wasn't bullshit and really letting them know. And that's what I think, like, and even with that part, I kind of feel if we had to go by the code, then I agree with Elijah Muhammad. Because you shouldn't have been,
took it too far.
You shouldn't have been on national TV speaking like that. Especially not right after the president died. I don't agree with that. And that's just any system that I just don't think I would have took that course of action. But what we have to realize is it didn't happen at a time like this. It was at a time where black people was fucked up. So with that, that's why I'm 50-50 with it, because I know the pressure was on black people. Niggas was getting dog sick on them because at that time, Martin Luther King was still alive.
That was in
and
that.
He was saying how, you know, Martin was on some no violence, to where Malcolm started telling niggas like, nah, violence push with violence. You know what I'm saying? They bring violence, we giving violence. We not looking for it, but we gonna bring it. And I think that was big. And I do believe we would have been further if in the 80s or the 70s we would have segregated. And I think if we would have just now been integrated, it would have been good for both sides. Because if we would have segregated, then we would have had our own everything.
Or stayed segregated, you mean? Like,
now I feel at some point we had to integrate. Like, there was no, like, right now, nah, that segregation shit would be stupid. But at that time, like, grandmothers, great grandmothers, to then build on our side. So then we would have maybe been the kids that would have reaped that. You know what I'm saying? To be able to get them houses our family owned, and now to segregate, yeah, let's segregate. Everybody got their own business. And
Or
I still feel you can
integrate,
buy who you want to buy from.
integrate willingly. That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Right.
Not like we were segregated, we can be segregated, but it's all the busing. If you're from Boston, look up busing. And shout out Brother Minister Malcolm X. He did do a lot of time in Boston. If you don't know, please look that up as well.
And that's no disrespect to white people. It's just even now, everybody have their own system except for us. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, yeah, we would have did that back then, segregated with Elijah Muhammad was saying, nah, fuck, we don't need none of that. We just need us moving. We need our own everything. And then from there, yeah, I do feel, okay, let's integrate. Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Or integrate willingly.
Because I definitely don't feel like it's nothing wrong with a white woman and a black dude, or a black dude and a white, however it go. Like, I
don't give a damn who you mess with. Just keep me and mine out of your mouth. If you want to mate with white people, good for you. But it does not have to do, you don't need to talk about black women or black men to mess around with white people. That's right, your business.
But you also have to know that a lot of and that's what's crazy too. Yesterday me and white dude was talking. He just got custody of his daughter. He was in a shelter and shit, and he was saying how he don't raise his daughter like that. You know what I'm saying? To be like racist. Looking at people raise, or this person, or that's an Asian person. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, nah, I expect my kid to rock with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell you to look at a person's heart before you look at a person's skin.
You can be well-rounded that way. Are you saying that he was like, I teach my daughter not to see color? I hate when people say that. I hope that's not what you mean. No, he didn't say that.
Okay. Nah, it was just that it was like so many black people to where he just wanted to like, nah, I'm not uncomfortable. I'm smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, and first he was talking about just him getting custody of his daughter and having his daughter and them, because they dead smack in the hood. Mm-hmm. Dead smack in the hood.
Just to be clear, his daughter's biracial. He's a white and the mother was a person of color or black?
No, white.
Oh, they're all white?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So his daughter's white.
Okay.
But they live like off the humble side. Mm-hmm. And he was saying how he's just new to the community, like, but he lived up here. He must have went down and came back, but he ended up getting custody of his daughter. So right now it's just him and his daughter moving, and he's saying how, like, her growing up, I would rather raise her up here so she see this shit hand in hand, what people go through. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He was like, at times I tell her, yo, this girl will have it 10 times harder than you. So always being responsible with that. And that's what I'm saying. I think that's big when motherfuckers is showing them to be responsible in your color. You know what I'm saying? Don't
recognize,
push your shit.
Right. Recognize your privilege. If you can I'm not giving white people no cookies, but if you're going to be in a community or if you're going to raise well-rounded children, if you could just recognize your privilege, people don't like that word, but it is. If you could just recognize it and teach your children to recognize it, would be halfway better off.
Nah, definitely. But, and shout out to that gentleman, man. You know what I'm saying? For standing up, got his daughter in a shelter trying to make it happen. Like I told him, like, yo, you ever need something, reach out. If I could do it, if it's in my will, like, yo, I'll make it happen. Because I respect shit like that. I respect any man trying to make it happen. I don't give a fuck what color you are. You know what I'm saying? That's big to see. And it's even bigger when you see a nigga go through a shelter with his kid. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the long way. That's the harder way. You know what I'm saying? That ain't that easy. Just, yo, go hustle up some bread, get a crib. He really trying to stay on his joint. So, you know, shout out to that man. And but where I was going with that was with Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X was, you can see how Malcolm started to resonate inside of Muhammad Ali. Mm-hmm. Like, in Muhammad Ali's daughter said it, and Malcolm X's daughter kind of said it to where, like, you would start seeing interviews of Ali moving like Malcolm.
Like you could see the
Speaking
transformation kind of happening.
You know what I'm saying?
In front of your eyes.
Like that was mad big. And when Elijah Muhammad, was trying to keep them from each other, they still really built with each other. But I really do. I never paid that no attention. I always knew Ali was like, at some point, just started being on some real pro-black shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, I'm speaking for my people. But I never noticed how close the energy was to Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you look at Malcolm's interviews, Ali was damn near having the same interviews, but just in a sport interview.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When I started looking at it, I was like, damn, that shit's crazy. But that shit's mad powerful. If nobody haven't seen it, look it up. That shit's nice. I think it's on Sex Flicks, so you know what I'm saying? Look it up on there. You can find it. You dig?
The flicks of their net. What else we got, big brother?
That proposal joint. Like, what is something that could make you, if somebody asked you to marry him, you said yes. In the process of saying yes, what would make you say, nah, I ain't marrying him?
So Jerome proposes to me. I say yes. Through the pipeline between proposal and planning the wedding, I find out something that makes me say no. What is the thing?
Yes.
For sure, anything perverted or child abuse related, off the top of my head. Could be a few more things.
What you mean perverted?
Child molester, statutory rape, any type of sexual misconduct.
That's a good answer. This is probably like the first time you ever get points from me, because all you dumb bitches that was about to say something about a nigga cheating, or you bitches are stupid. Real shit. But, I'm glad you didn't leave with that.
Well, some people, everyone's deal breakers are different.
I wouldn't even give a fuck if it was number 5 on your list. That shit better not be 1 through 3.
It shouldn't be on the list, though?
It shouldn't be on the list, period. But it damn sure better not be 1 through 3 of which you tell a person, yo, nah, this will make me really not fuck with you. Something like that, a pedophile can understand. You end up finding out, yo, nah, this nigga raped like 2 people. I can understand that. Yo, I'm not trying to marry you because of A, B, and C.
I got another question, though. Now, go back to, that's your opinion, this is mine. Your deal breakers are your own, no matter what other people think. I want to just put that in there. What about debt? Now, if you're marrying, you're becoming one. What if, is there like a cap on, because a lot of us are in debt. What is the cutoff? Like, is it like any type of debt, or you're like 100, 6 figures debt? Maybe not call off the wedding, but let's get this in order before we join
See,
forces.
That's what I'm saying. Like, for me to already get to propose to a woman, and not to say she might have her shit paid off, but she got to at least be in the system of getting that shit done. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like for a man, I think, like, say I met a chick, I asked her to marry me, I got $50,000 in child support. I should at least be a nigga paying it. You know what I'm saying? I might not be off of it, but it should be the way, every month I'm really swinging them, a couple $100. Even if I'm not, you could just be paying $50. But long as you a nigga just paying that shit, then I respect it as far as like marriage. Now, if you just dating her, she wouldn't get, I don't think she should give a fuck if I'm not paying it.
No, we're talking about, that's a whole nother pod. But I'm talking about as far as marriage. And what if your mate, man or woman,
but to go back, hold on, before you before you go, until you said that, I don't even think that's no shit I would have thought about marrying a chick, and that shit is mad important, but I just don't think off the top until you said it, that was some shit I really would have been like, yo, we get that up. How much you know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of us don't have them conversations. We don't ask each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't be really like, yo, what you owe in your name? How much is, you know what I'm saying? So before you said it, shit, I probably would have married a bitch. This bitch been all upside down because I probably wouldn't even.
Probably had name aliases.
No bullshit. I probably wouldn't even
Fraud.
thought about that shit today. And that is a very, very important question when y'all talking about tying names, because even with the child support shit, they could come into your shit.
That's what I mean.
You got
Joining
bread.
forces.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
now
what
you gonna
happened
pay it.
with I'm not sure if you're up on Love and Hip Hop at all, but I didn't even want to say that name, but that show, there are two people that got married, but they didn't sign one piece of paper because she cannot have her money and her name tied into her man, and they have a lot of legal issues happening. So they got married, had a wedding, but their finances are not joined because they didn't sign one. I'm not a legal
It
person.
wasn't my baby girl Yandy, was
Yeah.
it? And
You didn't hear, so they they had the wedding and stuff, but they just didn't sign like this one piece of paper. Like
whatever it is with Yandy and me and DC, I'm rooting for that shit. I don't give a fuck how they got married.
I'm just saying, like, that's one thing I know that they talked about, obviously,
Right.
because they made a decision. All right, we gonna get married. I love you.
Now-
We're in each other's wills, but
Now I think like now it's a whole different conversation, because when we first was having it, I just was thinking about my broke ass. But now you talking about really having that bread and she having now, fuck shit, that's a conversation on top. And I think if I don't know, I really can't say right now. I was going to say it would be a prenum if I married a chick.
that's a whole nother pod too, honey.
Because I really, the only reason I say that, if you was my wife, if you was to leave, I'm gonna make sure you straight. You know what I'm saying? But I think it sting more when you come for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand us having a convo, like, and even in the prenum, it'd be fuck it to the minimum. Yo, whatever a nigga have, you can have 20%.
Big man, what's a prenup? Prenup?
Yeah,
I was like, wait, a what?
pre-cum.
You know what I mean?
Before I pre-cum, right? The shit would be something on a motherfucking joint to where it'd be like, yo, you got to take 20%, but nah, fuck no. It's like that shit's crazy when somebody that y'all both was in love with each other, y'all done laid in the bed, and now you really in court trying to sting me. And it be fucked up when chicks be really trying to come for not even half. Some bitches come for like, yo, I want 70%. I want more than what the fuck he gonna have when I leave.
Well, it depends on those two relationships. Like, what if it was like waiting to exhale? Like, I helped you. You were nothing. You were the janitor. Now you have your own company and you're the CEO. I helped you do that
because
I was your lover and your secretary.
This is what I'm
You know the
saying.
song.
And this is why I always say when people, right, and that just made that even more profound. Money ain't everything. Money is everything.
Yes, it is. Yes,
People
it is.
always, yo, money ain't that shit.
Money
Is so
can't buy
whoever
you
don't believe
happiness.
that, remember you heard it first on this shit. Stop, nigga. Money is everything. So at the same time, I want people to know that and understand that.
It can make me happy. I tell you what.
Hold on. I didn't want to get up during this, but we got to get up. We can't have that.
Ooh. No free promo. No disrespect. No.
Gonna work for me.
This is real life. It happens.
That y'all just seen that in real time. Click that shit right off. But shout out to homie, man. He doing this thing. It's crazy. I was looking at that. They tried to shut him down. I said, damn, they couldn't shut him down. It's crazy. That's why I be telling niggas, man, that shit show, we a new podcast. New podcasters coming in. Do that shit the right way. Do that shit from the ground. Don't get into none of the gimmicks and trying to make your shit work and I'ma blow it up. Y'all see us. We starting small. Shit getting bigger and bigger every day. But there's a lot of little gimmicks we could have played into to get this shit
clicks.
moving. And I just want niggas to know we ain't into that. So when you really seeing it grow and it's growing, so just know this shit's growing for real, and this is what it have this would stand the test of time. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of that gimmick shit, once that shit get played out,
Then
there's
what?
no more with it.
Then
You know
what?
what I'm saying? So definitely, if you a brand new podcasters coming in, don't try that shit. Just keep your shit grinding. Shit gonna be a long motherfucking road. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't even popping. We been moving now for like 8 months, 9 months. Switching up shit, finding out shit, learning shit. Take this back, bring that back. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Don't think it's easy, because I would have thought it was easier than what the fuck I was going through.
I'll
But
tell you what.
really potting, nah, this shit ain't easy. You gonna have to really go through it. So, you know, shout out to everybody, you know, from the Bean coming out with these new pods. Hopefully we could all start being on one motherfucking platform in one space and really try to get the city moving, you know what I'm saying? And start supporting each other. So niggas that have podcasts, you can never think I'm hating, I'm coming from a fucked up place. Fuck with This Is Just Stop, we gonna fuck with you.
This should stop podcast, such like that.
Simple as, we ain't one of them hating ass podcasts, yo, they from over or they got bigger numbers. I don't give a fuck what niggas really do, cause I do this shit from the heart. I don't do this shit for bread. I ain't coming this shit looking for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a motherfucker that really be out there, so it ain't like I was on here like, yo, I hope YouTube could get me a bag, or nah. It was like, I really do this shit because sometimes I be like other motherfuckers, frustrated, going through it, wanting to speak. This shit like therapy. When I come speak to y'all, we speak on these platforms, different heads, my homies, you know what I'm saying? My mom's done been on here. It's like, you
Shout
get to
out
get
Mama
shit
D.
out. And I always tell people, if you come to the pod, if you real, you gonna get something out of it. I don't give a fuck if you just a motherfucker listening in the room. If you a motherfucker that's real and just have an open mind and you can be real with yourself, a lot of shit will resonate with you. You know what I'm saying? It just be the motherfuckers that try to not acknowledge this shit. You know what I'm saying? And on this platform, like, ain't nobody perfect. You gonna see a lot of fuck ups, a lot of slip ups. We real motherfuckers that are building and giving y'all content. So it's like, don't look at us professional. I might say some shit. Should I say, look that shit up? You know what I'm saying? Only
Fact
half
check.
of that shit might be right.
Fact
You know what I'm saying? So don't look like what I'm saying is the fucking Bible. It's just to get your brain going and for you to say, damn, let me look into it. And then you take out of it whatever you get out of it. You know what I'm saying? And even when I hear people, I don't take the whole shit they say as, okay, this is the Bible. It's like, I take it as something, it sparked my interest. Let me look into it and do my due diligence. And you know what I'm saying?
Take what you can get from it.
So I definitely want motherfuckers to know that, man. You know what I'm saying? We growing, we riding, we moving with this shit. We just figuring it out, just like y'all figuring it out.
It's always a learning process. Never stop learning. I don't give a damn if you're a podcaster or not. Whatever
And to
field
all you
you're in.
motherfuckers that editors, programmers, you know, motherfuckers that really be knowing about these, you know, the behind the scenes shit, reach out. Show love. Like, niggas ain't too big headed to learn something new. So if you got new game to put niggas onto, my ears always open, my lines always open. Reach out, you know what I'm saying? And the same thing with me. Like, if a motherfucker come to me and they up and going and I got a little more knowledge, like, I'm willing to share my shit.
Boston Craft 617 at gmail.com, or This Should Stop Podcast on YouTube and any other social media platform. Reach out.
You dig? And that's just like real shit, man. Because one thing I want niggas to know, like, I wanted to build this platform so Boston niggas could get together. I didn't want, I'm not
No bias.
promoting no violence. I'm not promoting no disrespectful shit. I'm not against no one. This shit is something to get all of us chatting. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you a motherfucker want get on the pod, reach out. I'm not saying that I could just immediately, yo, next week you on there, but nigga, I do. My door's open to everybody. I don't give a fuck what you do. If you a smoker, a drinker, you know, you sell pussy, you motherfucking sell whatever the fuck you do. You the mayor, if you want to jump on the show, reach out. We won't blow when you hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna drink when you hit. We have that much respect. You know, we know how the game go. You know what I'm saying? Police commissioner, police captain, you niggas want, because That was my thing. Like, I want niggas to be able to table, come to the table when, even if we could get the police commissioner on a Facebook Live and we could just chat our concerns. And that's what I feel like is hood dudes. We really in the hood. Shit, we got concerns. And motherfuckers, some of this shit that niggas don't know, let's get some answers. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it to where they reach out. Then we could come to an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever shit that's going on. And even if the conversation don't go well, cool, we just know the next course of action. You know what I'm saying? And we got to start standing up for that shit. Got to start, like, going to community meetings, going to see who the fuck is the next city council, who's the next mayor, who's the next governor. Like, this is our community too. We all live here. The only way shit gonna get straight if we all stand up. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit never gonna stop in us. So I'm not speaking from let's stop everything. Nah, that ain't the way life works. Shit always gonna pop. But far as getting it together for niggas' mothers, niggas' brothers, niggas' kids, and the people that ain't in the street, the only way this shit could get better if we all stand together. And it's just coming to the meeting. I'm not talking about together. Everybody from Boston just if you and JP, go to a JP fucking meeting. You and Dorchester, go to, you know what I'm saying? And it's about us getting this shit answered. Because I always wonder, like, with the you could see niggas and just pat niggas down. Like, O2 put that shit on, she never took that shit off. And that shit's something that I feel need to be answered, like, to where they felt like if you got a hoodie or if they just feel you look suspicious, they can pull you and fucking, like, no. And a lot of niggas, I hope too, man, I've been seeing that shit on BPD News. I hope niggas is paying attention to every time niggas get pulled over, they using this excessive tense. Like, niggas, I hope niggas is fighting them cases. I hope niggas just ain't letting them cases stop, because I see, like, that's clearly in every fucking police officer's report. The reason why they pull niggas is excessive tense. So, you know what I'm saying?
Check them numbers.
Motherfuckers need to start really fighting their case. Because I'm like, they grabbing niggas with blicks. They grabbing niggas with work. And it's like, some niggas ain't even doing shit. They just on some, we jump behind him. We seen his windows was highly tint. Like, nah. And that shit's crazy. Especially if you have license, registration, all your shit good. Like, ain't no reason they should be in your shit. And for them to pull you over for tents, that is a ticket. That is not step out your car.
Know your rights.
You know what I'm saying? And to all of us in the streets and in the underworld, niggas need to start, man, looking up the law, man. Start learning that's just little shit to just know your own rights. Shit ain't even about nothing. It's like, we from Boston, we should know the rights in Boston. What motherfuckers can do and can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if we don't know, then that's how you get violated. That's how they able to do some shit, and you like, well, I don't know if it was, and you know what I'm saying? And if you look at the law, they always say, like, in Massachusetts, we had like a 70 to 80% of plea agreements. So that means a lot of niggas ain't fighting shit. And it shows that damn near the people that fight it, putting in that margin, damn near 70 to 80% of the people win when they go to trial with shit up here. So motherfuckers got to stop looking at that. And I'm one of them niggas. I copped out, and once I got a little bit more knowledge, like, I was like, the fuck I cop out for? Like, that was stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I just gave myself this time. You know what I'm saying?
Even tickets. Show up to court for your ticket. That officer friendly probably won't be there. Little things, not just going to trial, but little stuff.
Word, and start really finding out who that is. Like, niggas live in these communities, Dorchester, find out who the captain is at the police station. Like, motherfuckers need to know that type of shit. And I'm saying, like, parents know who's running down on my kid. You know what I'm saying? And some of you fucking officers too, because they pulled me over like, we gonna subscribe to your channel. So some of you motherfuckers need to be more in tune with the community. To your community. You know what I'm saying? Like, the community you serve, because you are not here to fuck with us. You are here to serve us. You know what I'm saying? And if you start looking at serving motherfuckers, then you won't be fucking with motherfuckers, because you will start trying to see what you can do to help instead of looking at how you could just lock a motherfucker up, because locking motherfuckers up is not the answer.
As we can see.
Motherfuckers go to jail and become more deadly, more wise, more dumber, everything. So don't just think because you put a motherfucker in the tank, motherfuckers is coming back out. And sometime, what y'all don't, well, I guess that'd be, what they call it?
What's that?
When you, what the real reason of jail is.
Oh, rehabilitation.
That would mean you rehabilitate, because a lot of niggas go in there and get smarter.
I tell you what.
You dig? And
more cunning.
I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? I think I've been home now like 14 years. A nigga been going in and out of DUI. Niggas from the hood clowning me, yo, you stay back for this and that. But I could tell you one time, first time I went upstate, nigga knew I wasn't motherfucking going back. And it didn't even take nothing. It was like halfway through that motherfucker, I was like, nah, this shit right here ain't for me. And it ain't even about like me being able to hold it down or none of that shit, because shit gonna be what it is. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it was like just no freedom, no bitches, my family, everything was like no money, no, you're damn near just dead alive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
walking.
And in that motherfucker, as solid as it is solid as it ain't. And when I say that, I mean like it's very solid in there, but gossip and all that shit's very real in there. Niggas gossip like chicks. The way niggas gossip in there, way deadlier than the streets. You know what I'm saying? So definitely just be in tune. And I think that's some of the shit we need to find out about and start getting situated, man. I always felt like everything that went on, that's what I was just saying about the Muslims, like them not standing up for all black people. I feel like if they took a little more time, they could help shit out with these kids getting shot, niggas standing up. Oh, shout out damn, brother Reza, man. You know what I'm saying? He's from Cali, LA. He's always putting in the work. That's one of the few young boys that I could say be having his feet on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't bullshit. He stand for everybody. Something happen, he speak on it, and he's an official Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Been through a lot of shit, seen a lot of shit, and grew up in LA. I want to say he grew up in Compton, if I got it right. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of shit I feel been missing the gang members. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Virginia would have never happened the way it happened if the gang members would have stood up. In the same way, like when white shit's going on, just white supremacy say, yo, you know what? We showing up. Motherfuckers think they gonna be out there, we gonna come out there. That's the same way I feel like when black people are standing up, then the hood need to stand up. Because I want people to know that the hood and black people's two different things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the hood be missing when black shit be going on. And I think like the more we get informed, because I really feel a lot of street dudes, if they really had the knowledge of what was going on, I think dudes would come out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't think dudes is shied away to be like, nah, because niggas know that shit affect niggas' mothers, grandmothers, and then the generations that come after. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that's something we need to get in tune with.
And the young people are watching and they're listening. Whether they show that they're not listening, they listening. They hear.
And like I said, man, my shit is not law. My shit is just to spark a conversation. My shit is just to get people talking. Because you leave it up to me. I think Menino's still the mayor. So don't listen to me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be all fucked up if you taking this shit.
Like, I'm going to vote for Menino.
No bullshit, nigga. I still be just like, yo, who y'all going for?
Menino.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't going for the big homie. Menino was really like, that nigga was hard. Shout out to his family and R.I.P. Menino. Menino was, yo, this motherfucker chase niggas down on Bolden, got the nigga and put him down with the strap. This nigga's on some mode, running around trying to get motherfuckers in Dorchester to vote for him. Niggas start shooting. He whipped police, though. They chased the motherfucker down. Why Menino catch him?
Not Kojak.
And I ain't even shouting out the nigga that he caught, because, nigga, you crazy to let Menino catch you. Menino?
If Mayor
on
Mushmouth.
Feet? On feet? Nigga.
On Pit and Pat, I don't wish jail on nobody, but if Mayor Menino.
Nigga, Menino was living like niggas. He was smoking and drinking. So if you let that nigga catch you, you let Mumbles catch you?
You let Mayor Mushmouth.
Nigga crazy, but nah, real shit though. We need to just looking at, cause the hood need to start participating in a lot of that shit. You know, I even real shit when I seen that Virginia shit and I seen the way black people stood up, I was like, damn. And then I seen the way white people stood up, and I be really seeing how deep they be at these rallies. It's like, what if the hood? Because one thing I want y'all to understand about the hood too. This is what I want y'all to understand. Why I say the hood's so important.
What's that?
Cause black shit. When the hood come, it's not just black people. That's what I mean about the hood be missing. It's black, it's white, it's Puerto Rican, it's Asians. Like, in the hood, we all fuck with each other. Like, so I want you to know, like, I know a couple friend of mine that I could call that's Asian that some shit was out there come out. Oh, you walking for that? Nah, I'm with it. And that's what I mean about the hood. The hood is not how motherfuckers think, like, when you see gang members, like, you gonna just see black. Nah, because these gangs be having Puerto Ricans, sometimes be white boys, sometimes be Asian, sometimes niggas be, you know, and when I say Asian, that's like everybody, Laos, all that, you know what I'm saying? So don't think when you see niggas, it's just one group of niggas. That's why I say the hood is more stronger than what people think. You know what I'm saying? Even when it came to like motherfuckers being mayors, like, you know how strong it is if you could reach out to the hood? Because the hood is like a motherfucking gummy pear badge, nigga. It's just everybody.
Yep, and if you do it right, it could go for you. Because, you know, in other countries, they enlist the gangsters to
right, to run around and do their joint. But even with that, it's like it always been like the mob, so it kind of just been white people. But that's what I mean about the hood. Like, the hood is coming. When I say the hood, I mean black, Asian, white, Rican, Mexicans. Oh, like, motherfuckers in poverty is a batch of motherfuckers. That's why when people just, you know, sometime at first it was hard for me to understand, like, damn, niggas just talking about black people, because it was like, shit, growing up, poverty, nigga, shit was everybody that lived around me. Like, you had white boy Roger, you had in the bricks, nigga, we had many fucking Puerto Rican families. You know what I'm saying? So definitely motherfuckers stay in tune, man. And the hood, that's something I think we need to stand for. But just always know this platform is built and made to show Boston love. That's what this is built on. This has nothing to do with no gang shit, no violence, no these group of people, no none of that. We don't have no we have to stand behind anything. That's not what this podcast is about. And if you know your boy, then you know I don't click up. I don't none of that shit. I don't bow down. I don't nothing. I don't even know if my motherfucking knees work. No bullshit. That's a fit act. Like, you bugging, like, real shit, nigga. Like, so,
God,
all that, like, nigga, nah, I'm not one of them dudes where you could think I'm not going to speak about whatever's on my mind. You know, and even when I speak on it, I want niggas to know that from the city. When I speak on something, it's just speaking on it as this shit's on my mind. It's never speaking to try to put a nigga in jail or to be judging jewelry, yo, what a person did was wrong or right, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my job. But when it comes to speaking on shit, if something happened in my community or in the city, then we gonna speak about it. And I'm not saying me. If you hear from anybody up here, you know what I'm saying? I just want niggas to know that, like, this shit stop. We don't come with hateful shit and all the bullshit. Don't matter if we speak on. Last night I seen my fucking cousin you know, he's a cross dresser and shit. Like, it's crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, kicked it with him for a minute. I ain't seen him in a minute. Shout out to the nigga Lil Wayne. Like, we don't have them type of alliances. You know what I'm saying? So I just want people to know that. So the shit that we coming with, if you see other people on the platform, people are speaking on the platform, I could definitely tell you up here, we not built on no, a motherfucker ain't even coming up here to hate. A motherfucker ain't even coming up here to get spicy. This ain't where you come to get spicy.
You can't get in.
It's mad other podcasts you could jump on and be spicy. This ain't it. So I want niggas to know, because I be wanting to reach out to, like, niggas from Heat, niggas from Mission, you know, and get them in, because I respect, there's some nice young niggas in the city. I don't have them eyes with, yo, niggas from over here and niggas from over, like, nah, I want to see niggas win. Give a fuck who win. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm living my life. So my thing is, if I can help anybody that's from the city get their shit up, or get some music played, or get your voice heard, or get your opinion out there, like, the door's always open. But up here, we not promoting violence, we not promoting hate. You're not coming up here to just be talking about a person fucked up and this is the interview. The whole interview was on, like, how you and a motherfucker didn't like each other. Like, nah, this ain't it. It's a lot of other places you could go get that from. But if you want real opinions, real thoughts, the shit that we done lived and went through, then this is the style for you.
Then
if you're looking for motivation, motherfuckers to speak about, you know, at some point I want to start bringing fitness to this shit, because that's big. I'm trying to get into fitness and get my shit in order. Johnny already be trying to work out, so it's like we trying to get that. Young entrepreneurs, niggas that's trying to get shit moving. If you got a rose business, a condom business, you know, shout out to Draco with the 10, shout out to Loke doing the motherfucking car wash, fuck with a rapper, you know what I'm saying, Dime share shit, Doe got the shit going on with the whips, cool whips. So, you know, definitely it's a lot of people coming. And for the entrepreneurs, if you want to get your shit out there, put it out there, link up. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, you can bring it up here and speak about whatever you trying to put forth. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I feel it's something I can help or it's positive, that's the shit we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just want motherfuckers to know that. Like I said, look out for that Boston series, Boston Legends coming out.
I can't wait. We deserve it. We watch these A&E. Oh, sorry, I hate saying other channels, but we watch all these documentaries online and on TV, and they might touch on Boston and talk about Whitey Bulger or somebody real quick, but we need to know our history as well, unbiased.
Nah, we do, and it's a lot of good dudes that got cut down. It's a lot of good dudes that went to jail for cutting something down. And it's a lot of good dudes that done been hurt by this game. And I feel like it's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that been hurt by this game. And that's what I want to start bringing, you know, at some point, even on the Boston Legends, like I want to start getting interviews, motherfuckers that was in the 80s, that really smoked cracked or really was out there when the dope was really popping, on prostitution, you know, niggas that sold guns, fucked with guns, shot mode, you know what I'm saying? And not people that's active in the life, because this ain't the place where niggas is telling on niggas, but I'm talking about motherfuckers from that 70s, 80s, 90s. Or if you a motherfucker right now that done lived the life and got up out of it and you want to chop it up on it, you know, this shit is one of those for everybody. The pimps, you know, the dealers, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Reach out, like, you know what I'm saying? This is where we trying to shed light and, you know, be informed and give motherfuckers information, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, from everybody's conversation, this shit ain't something to take as law. Look shit up. Be in this shit yourself, you know what I'm saying? Figure shit out.
For sure. That was a testimonial.
But we'll be back at y'all with another one. We got it coming up. We gonna try to put this Legends together, probably drop it. We trying to go within the next 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? So be on point. But I definitely think Boston will like it. I think the city will really fuck with it. You know, a lot of niggas that know me, I got some feedback on it. You know, everybody's like, yo, you know, I know you're not bringing it on no bullshit.
I can dig it.